Mysterious man who walked by us as we were at the gas station, who was wearing his bare feet. Original edge in here. He's just opening it up so we can have a look. And he mentioned here, this is a temperature monitor. I saw that. And he also reading from the headlines of the Highlander. First one, water levels to plummet by month's end. We're having a rather arid period here right now, so we're kind of hoping that there's going to be some moisture coming from the sky. Superpower rain. Oh, yeah. Water levels dropping from the shorelines affects the loon life.
Not too good in a rainstorm.
Yep, that's very true. Good thing you have that bonnet cover there.
Yeah.
That's a good bonnet cover. It keeps most of the water out of the engine. We know water with electricity or any kind of metal is not really a good combination, is it? Unless we dry it off. But it's certainly good in the heat. We're hoping that we're going to actually have a little rain because right now Haliburton is in high hazard zone for fires. Yeah. And I saw a couple of fires on the lake last night. So today when I go out in the kayak, I'm just going to stop in and say, hey, do you realize that we should not be having fires right now? Because it's the temperature you can feel. It's right now, it's got to be like 37 with humidity. And just a little spark is all it takes. And then, you know, our beautiful beautifuls up there are really, you know, suffer as well as us. This is gorgeous property though. I love your color.
It's all original.
It's really nice. How long did it take you and the crew to pull this up?
A year and a half.
Wow, that's quite the project. Really, wow. It looks great.
I've done 5 of them.
Have you?
Yeah, I got a coupe at home with a rumble seat.
Oh wow.
Same.
So how much is I understand that classic cars are now an investment. Usually we don't invest too much in a vehicle of today unless we want a really good transport, but they don't really resale well. But I think this car, some cars do hold a high resale value.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so how much would you be able to sell this for, just from an investment point of view? If you wanted to, that is.
I don't think you get much over 26,000 for that.
26,000, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I got 18 in it. That's
put 18 in?
No labor.
Oh, okay. That's your own time, which is
that's
a lot.
And everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a labor of love to create that, right?
I couldn't find.
It's a labor of love.
I couldn't find that. They call that back piece around their back there.
Oh yeah.
It's called the tub. I couldn't find it. It was.
That's
I did find were no good.
So what did you do?
This one here is aftermarket.
Oh, okay. Good.
But you can still buy them. They're original. The original press, like the same.
Right.
And the doors.
That's nice.
I got them new.
That's cool. Yeah, it would be a whole research project to be able to retain that kind of vintage feel about it, wouldn't it? Because like you said, not all the parts you can find again, so you'd have to innovate a bit to see what you could do. You
got to keep away from body filler.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
These fenders are all just sandblasted and painted.
Okay.
And you try to find as good as you can.
Yeah.
And then if they got a dinge in them, that you got to take their body hammers, and it takes days to pound out one of those little dimps.
Oh my gosh.
So so you can't see them.
So the surface, so you don't have any dimpling. That's really, it's beautiful.
So it takes a long time.
Yes. Well, all your work has paid off because it's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, a labor of love for sure. I understand that because I'm an artist, so I design in another way. And what's the speed like?
Well,
how fast does it go?
I can go 70 kilometers.
Oh yeah, awesome. And what kind of roads? Obviously, you want to stay on the highways. Right?
Well, it never did. It's got 89,000 kilometers on it.
Oh, 89,000? Oh, that's pretty cool. 81,000. Wait, I'm going to look in here a bit
on the
too.
speedometer there.
Oh, wow.
And
that's very cool. This is a
stick
shift.
Figure there, 81,005.
Yeah, 81,000.
612.
Whoa.
And that was on them old gravel roads or something, wasn't fit for a horse to walk on.
Exactly.
And that's where they put all them miles on.
Right. They started it. That's where it started.
The highway,
it's a beauty.
You can't hardly go on the highway. I can go on this highway.
Right.
But down, once you get further south here.
You wouldn't be on the 400 series.
No, they travel too fast.
Exactly.
But, I mean, you'd be blew right off the highway.
You wouldn't be there. I think this is fine for a country road. Because that was its inception. And I'm glad you brought it back because there's a lot of heritage and the chrome is gorgeous on there and a lot we can see. And does this like bend back like the convertibles of today?
Off.
This comes right off, this roof part. That's
There's
cool.
a thing up in there you undo.
Oh, so long ago they already understood the concept of convertible.
Take these two out, not just
Oh,
jump
nice,
off.
nice.
I don't take it off.
No, right. But it's nice to know all the features.
They will come off.
Yeah. Well, it's really nice to meet you. And do you put this in the winter? How do you store this?
Oh, I have a big garage. I was in
Good.
business down
Because you don't want to have this out in the winter
I keep
with
them in there.
with the snow and some of the salts on the road because you want to
built a
preserve the
rat rod
body.
last year.
Okay.
Now, you know what a rat rod is?
No, what is that?
Well, it's one of these. It was a convertible.
Okay.
And I put a 350 horse GM motor in, V8,
Whoa.
with a 4-speed.
That would go.
And it just went a little too wicked for me. I sold it. It looked good, never.
What we build, we don't always keep, right? But there's always someone that will enjoy that, and that's the beauty of it. Because when you're starting to expand into the other vehicles, it's fun.
Yeah.
And I understand the expansion idea, but you can't keep it all, and sometimes it doesn't particularly work for you, but it's fun to be in the creative and the process of making that and bringing it to this level. So really nice to talk to you, and I'm going to go off and check at the mailbox and see if what's happening with the local people. See if there's anything I've missed because I've been up at the cottage lake for a while. Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye. I should have asked him if I could have a ride in his truck. If I was brave enough, I would have taken that and gotten a ride in it. Oh, and then we have the modern. There we go. Modern truck right next to it. There's the modern truck. See the comparison study. There's a lady who I just met. She goes into Toronto to work. She's also into London. And then she visits as well here with her aunt and uncle. Her and her dog are beating the heat for a little while. They aren't running their engines like this guy over here is running his engine for no reason, and yet he is in air conditioning. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Yay! Celebrating that he's running his engine to actually drive his car. Yay! Good job. Thank you. I know. And thank you for turning yours off. And I know it's hard because it's hot out here.
It's too hot.
If you want to move over to shady spots, they could put a nice tree here.
Yeah, I know.
And I hope that. Do you want me to go in and ask the person in
No,
there
that's
to
okay.
hurry
I'm
up?
just waiting for my son to come out and we're out of here.
should
But
hurry
he just
up.
takes forever.
Ah, I hate that.
Yes, you're like Proline tickets. You drive me crazy.
It's like, come on. All right, well, I'm going to go see if I can see him. And I might give him a little clue. What does he look like?
You'll see him. He's got a baseball cap on.
Baseball cap.
Here he comes right
Ah,
now.
here he is. Yay! There he is. There's the sun. Thank goodness. We don't want to rush you, but the dog is hot now.
I was talking to Rose in there. They want a fan. They want you to go to the hardware store and see if they go.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the fans are at the hardware store. I'm glad you're not doing the air conditioning because that's not so good.
God.
Have a great day. Thanks for being in my film. Okay. I'm going to introduce you to the water well where we come. It's checked once weekly, and we are very comfortable here. So we pretty much figure that if on the one week that they find that it's not suitable, they're going to turn the tap off. So that's probably, the way it's going to be. So I met a gentleman here. There he is. Sorry, I stopped and met some other people as well. Oh, you're already filled now practically.
Somebody has altered the spigot. My hose doesn't actually attach to
I
the
see.
spigot any longer.
Oh, this is a good carrying system. These are very lightweight. And they, instead of holding the shape, they actually pack away when you're finished with it. Because I have something, they're bladders, right? I have something like this, which takes a lot of space when it's empty.
Buy these at Canadian Tire,
That's a good idea. And are they easy to clean inside?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I haven't really cleaned one yet.
Oh, well that's...
I don't get them. Once I empty them, I just put the lid on it.
I see, and keeps it clean. Right, for sure. All right, here he goes. He's going to use our little pub water system here in Guderum. And it's supposed to be linked to a natural underground spring. This is why we've all been using it for years and years and years. I personally haven't had any stomach issues around it, but I always worry because that's just who I am. And public safety is important.
It's a hard way to find out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So as I said, him and I decided that during the weekly test, if there was a red mark on the test, we're pretty sure they would just shut off the valve because, you know, there's obviously not big, there isn't someone with a big bullhorn here, or we don't really connect in terms of the computer quite so much here, although we all use our computers for sure. So that would be one of the other methods, is just you come up locally and you see it shut off, you know not to use it. So thank you, nice to meet you. And you have a tent, you have a trailer, you said?
I have a small piece of property just over the way.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. How long have you been here then for?
Oh, a number of years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that guy running his engine? I keep having a lot of trouble with that. Does that annoy you as much as it annoys me?
Idlers? Yes. I do.
Yeah, idlers. Oh, gosh. I think they own the world, don't they? They think they own things? I don't know. It's a lot bigger than them. I left my car over there so I wouldn't drive it quite so much, and I'm already feeling terribly guilty because I even drove in, but I do try not to. You too. Thanks. Nice to meet you. Thanks. One of my favorite places is the community municipality center, which houses some of the bylaws. It has a library. It has a calendar events board.
The actual community center is over by the fire hall, but this is another center
It has
where the community
library, post office,
comes
where I
to
collect
call.
my mail. It's
Technically speaking.
the Department of Highlands East, of course. And I have to tell you something that's going to make you sad, because it made me sad. You'll notice that there's a petition here, and there's a reason for that, because it seems that the municipality of the post office has decided they don't want to work with Canada Post anymore, and so they're going to amalgamate this beautiful center, where I actually did meet at least 4 people already here coming in to say hello, check out what's happening. We talked about the fire ban with a couple of kids, made sure that was knowledge that was going around full circle. You can see there's some post office box here, a map, a board for pinning up communications. All this is going to be condensed, severely narrowed, and placed into a teeny tiny pocket over in the lucky dollar. Oh gosh, that's a big mistake. And I think you know why. Without me even saying, in one small dimension, it will be a cost saving, and it will avoid the politics of working between municipalities and Canada Post, the big and the tiny. But in another direction, it will affront a whole community. You can see how much this space is used. Oh, public access to a defibrillator. So it's important. Oh, hello. Yes, see, here's somebody coming in now. It's important that we keep these community spaces beyond just the narrows and straights of because municipal and federal can't work together. See, this building already is a shared arrangement. She's not involved in that, the post office girl. She's just doing her job. And so I'm just quietly over here. And see, there's the library. Hi, hello, just a quick film of the library. Is that okay? Oh, thank you. I love the library.
What are you going to do with it?
Oh, it's going to the Glitch Factory, Perfectly Human and Imperfect World. I'm just talking about this little municipality building and how nice it is that you have in the one center the post office where people come to collect their mail. There's a board for posting items. There's actually a beautiful library spot where you can quietly work. Oh, my cell phone was stolen, by the way. I'm glad you have yours. My cell phone was stolen. And also there's a bylaw municipality arrangement over there, so the building is shared and used wisely. And I think there's also a water station.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think it's
But
wonderful.
We're
Yes.
supposed to be losing our post office 12th of September.
Terrible, isn't it? May I ask you what you think of that on my camera? It's not right. I agree with you.
Don't say that where I work.
Okay.
I'm just a
You're just
resident.
visiting here. Yeah, that's
So,
right.
yeah.
You're a visitor
No,
here.
I think it
Like me.
sucks.
Just to guess. It does suck. It does
Yeah.
suck. Because this is actually a community center. And we don't always want to have to go shopping somewhere when we want to have postage.
Well, there's a lot of people come here for a lot of information.
And I know there's a model where we always put the post office into a Shoppers Drug Mart or into a
Well, they're
place where
trying
we
to
shop.
get it
I
into
get
the
that.
store, but-
I know.
I'm on holidays.
Oh,
and
can I-
I brought
Yeah.
a card that I wanted to mail
Yes.
now
Right.
for my sister's birthday.
Lovely.
So if the post office wasn't there, that'd be a real because I'm not familiar with this area. I knew it was
Exactly.
here. So,
Right. It's in with other municipality concerns, which is really where we want it to be, not so much into an area where we shop, more into the other municipality concerns. But I do understand that they're feeling the pinch of working with Canada Post, the big giant. So, the solution is certainly, I agree with you, not to. Oh yeah, no, I got her. Not to. Oh hi, here comes John. Come on in. I just left my stuff up there. Oh good. Only in Gooderham may I leave my purse by the post office while I'm filming. It's great. It's great. Although my cell phone was taken right out of my house, off my table. I left all the doors open because I always have thought Haliburton is a really nice place, naturally, and I've never had any problems.
Lock up a little more when you go to Haliburton.
I guess I have to lock up more.
Especially
I was even around the cottage. I was just out swimming or running. Oh, I'm so sorry. And there it was gone. Anyway, anyway, that's a personal thing, which is irritating me. That's why it's coming into this. But the more important idea is, that we would like to have a community center under the guise of municipality, not under the idea disparate. I'm already, I don't see a lot of people because I'm on the lake, although I do see my neighbors. This is where we can come in and actually see what's going on and talk about serious things.
Summertime, there's a lot of people
Yeah.
checking their Wi-Fi. And what
Yeah,
have you.
I met a few already on my way through. So it's really very nice. You're in a camera, you are?
Oh,
Oh, you look lovely. It's really fun. So what do you think? Are you from here?
well, I live here 8 months of the year.
Cool. What do you think about changing the post office location?
I like it where it is.
Perfect, right. I mean, it's not that it's perfect, it's that I just signed a petition as well, and it's just right. How do you
feels
think
good.
the
I can't
municipality...
imagine anywhere else.
Here's a harder question. Since we are really causing us the pain here at the ground floor level, is that the giant Canada Post having to work with the municipal post, they're not quite getting along.
Are you taking pictures now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, can you tell me who you are?
Yes.
Why you are doing this?
Yes, I can. My name's Donna Thompson, and I also am a resident here, although I'm more seasonal. Luckily, I'm able to stay a little longer than just the 2 months of the summer. I also am a property owner here, so I'm invested. And I've been here with my family for over 15 years. And I do really like the town of Gooderham. It is important to have the same voice, especially if I agree with you. If I were a seasonal voice and I wasn't agreeing, then I would have to do more research, not to have to come in line with you, but just to make sure I understand as a person dropping in what the real issues are. But this one is, to me, quite obviously, I'm just going to put my camera on you. This is obviously something, it's a mistake to move the community post office out of this building. I can't see how it could make sense. So I'm agreeing.
The contract is up, so they may renegotiate too, so
Yeah.
it's not all
You're right.
cut and dry.
Thank you for that. There's still an opportunity for change, but if they don't hear any kind of pushback, sometimes they just go forward. So I was happy to see the petition. I'm glad that we're having this discussion because sometimes if you're too silent, it tends to get slipped through, not because they don't care, just because they thought there was no problem. So, so it's good that we're having a little voice. So I want to thank you for being in my camera, The Glitch Factor, Perfectly Human interest stories, and just it's nice to hear a democratic voice on important issues. Yeah, thanks for the 360.
You can join us for